You need to unmute yourself. Hold on. Hold on. You have to unmute yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So my husband is a retired law enforcement. And I'm right here asking him because he's right behind me. Get over here, Eddie.
Oh my God. Did you hear how she bossed him around? Oh my God. That's like how my wife talks to me. Oh Lord.
So go ahead. Ask him that question.
Did you hear what was being said, sir?
No.
No, just about somebody being shot in the chest.
Yeah, I have a male energy that's coming through. I'm a spirit medium, in case you don't know that. I talk to dead people, or dead people talk to me, in case you missed that memo. Here's the weird part. I've got a male energy that's with me that wants to make a connection. He's a police. Well, I see a badge, which must be police or law enforcement of some sort. And he's shot. He's shot directly in the chest area. That's what I'm feeling. And he wants to come through and make some sort of a connection with somebody here. And I need to say that there's very similar to my friend Anne, who just put her hand up. He was given like a hero ceremony of some, which he should have been. And I feel like there's other connections there. What's connecting there for you, sir?
I had a friend that went through the police academy with me that was shot in the lower left portion of his chest and did lose his life. And this was about 15, 16 years ago.
Okay. And where is the, it sounds like either an Alan or Stan. I'm getting like an Ann sound connection. Where's that, please?
Aaron?
Yes. Who's that?
Aaron. He was one of the cadets with me in the academy.
Okay. Were you guys witness to this, or were you guys supposed to have been with him, or is there some sort of connection with him? Like you guys should have been here, or there's some sort of element to, he's glad that you guys weren't there.
We were called to back him up and we were too late.
Okay. So do you understand how I'm with you, sir. He's here.
Wow.
Here.
He's here. He's here.
Wow. It's been a long time.
He's here, loud and clear. He's glad to see you. He's glad to see it. Do you understand that he's happy that you guys didn't make it to back him up?
I can understand that now.
Because the way he's making me feel, I got to tell you, I don't know about the rest of you guys. I have goosebumps like I cannot believe. I can feel goosebumps on my shoulders. My nipples are rock hard right now. Oh my God, like this. I'm just, my whole body, sir.
Wow.
He's like, I really feel if you guys had have been there and had have made it, there would have been a massacre. You guys would have been all been killed. That's the feeling I'm getting. So I'm glad that, you know, that he's making me feel like I'm glad I took it, and you guys would have been protected by that. And you guys were coming in. That's why I wanted to acknowledge you and this other gentleman. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yeah, he's not giving me any more view of this. People think like on the television shows, you know, they bring the psychics in and they're like, oh, I see everything. We don't. But I'm seeing enough that you guys are lucky to be alive. And in many ways, you guys are lucky because he took the hit. He's making me feel like those military guys that go and throw themselves on a grenade. They know they're going to die, but it saves the rest of the platoon. That's how he's making me feel. He's not trying to, by the way, he's not trying to be the big hero here. He's just making me feel like, wow, I'm glad these guys weren't there so they could have some lives themselves. Do you get that?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That's pretty amazing, actually.
No, it's not. And I was getting flustered because, and thank you to Adrian, because I was getting flustered because, you know, it's really funny. I do group events. Like if we were all sitting in a room, I mean, you can feel the tension in the room. And it's like, I know the person's here. Now you were sitting at the other side. You weren't paying attention. You're at the other side of the room, minding your own business, but I knew you were here and I knew I could find you. He hunted you down like a dog.
That's what he used to do too.
Yeah, he's tenacious. He's tenacious. This guy was he's taking responsibility for his death. Can I say that? He really should not have done what he did. I think he maybe was young. Maybe there's a little bravado. Maybe there's like that feeling of, you know, I have the utmost respect for the police. I want you to know that, and law enforcement. I really do. Are there bad people in law enforcement? Yes. But for the most part, all the ones I've ever seen are excellent. But I feel like there's a pressure that he felt like he had to step forward to do something. And that's what got him killed.
Well, he was a go-getter. He used to always do things before anybody else would. He was new to the force, trying to prove himself.
Yeah. Did they do?
Las Vegas.
I don't mean to stereotype, but did they do a gun salute for him?
21 gun salute.
Did 20 guns go off? One got locked up?
Not that I remember. It's kind of hard to tell because they set them off 7 at a time, and one of them may not have gone off. I'm not sure.
There's something about he's hung up on this one. He's like, I didn't get all 21. He says, I didn't get all 21. He's teasing. He's having fun. He's trying to make you smile. He says, you're anal retentive. He's like, I didn't get the 21. Like, he's teasing. He's being a jerk is what he's being. He's like, I didn't get all 20. I got ripped off. One of the guns got locked up. And there's something about people knowing about it. Somebody was like, trying to get the gun or whatever and just point it, just make it look like you're shooting it off or something. There's some sort of joke or humor about this. I'm loving this.
Well, one gun, there was one person that was in the that was shooting. He just about dropped his gun. But that's 1 out of 7. That might be what he's trying to get at. Possibly that one didn't go off. I don't know, but the gun was almost dropped.
Okay. So we have proof that he did it. Now, be honest with me. You had no intention of being here. I mean, you're obviously supportive of Adrian. You're obviously, I'm getting tongue-tied. You're obviously supportive of her participating in this, but you had no intention of being part of this, but here you are. And is there any way I could have Googled that information and known that one of the guns could not have gone off or malfunctioned or was dropped?
No, there's no way.
There you go. Are you in law enforcement yourself?
Not right now.
Retired.
But you were at the time.
Yes.
Is there any way I could have known this information as a law enforcement professional, retired?
No way.
There you go. Now, this would never be able to be used in a court of law because you can't bring psychics and mediums into a court of law. But doesn't this freak your ass out?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It does.
He's laughing at this. He says, this stuff really is real. That's what he says to say to you. He loves you and he looked up to you. And I'm getting a theme going on here tonight because I believe you're the second or third person that this has come across, and that he looked up to you and he wants to say thanks for what you did for him. But he's also grateful to have put himself in the line to protect you as well, because he knows you would have done the same thing.
Yeah, Aaron was one of my roommates in the academy, so we were kind of close for a while.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I always use the expression, love never dies. And I need you to know something. Love never dies. He's I know it's hard for guys to hear that because guys are, macho, especially if you're a cop and stuff. It's like, but the bottom line is that he did love you and he still does. And he's watching over you and very proud of what you've done and accomplished. But he's also given me a sense of making me feel like really glad that you retired and got out of that business.
Yeah, I bet he is.
It's messed up right now. It's really messed up.
Yeah.
How has this healed you? How has this healed you tonight?
Me?
Yeah.
It finally gives me some closure. I haven't thought about it for a while, but at the time we were always worried if we would have got there quicker or if somebody else would have been with him, maybe this wouldn't have happened. I mean, there's so many what ifs. It answered a lot of questions. Let's put it that way.
Be at peace, my friend, because he's good with it all. He wouldn't change. He wouldn't have changed anything. Like I said, I really feel if you guys had been there, you guys would have been in boxes too. I don't know what happened. I'm not getting the whole story, and I don't even need to know. None of us need to know. I just know that it was bad. and
It
he was
was.
glad that you guys were held back.
He
So
wasn't the only one. He wasn't the only one shot there. It was a guy that had pulled a gun and he had shot his wife. And my friend Aaron was the first on scene. And before he could wait for any backup to arrive, any cover units, he went in, and that's when he took it at the bottom of a stairwell.
that was he admits it. He admits it. It was a bad move. He was doing what he felt was right, but it was a bad move not to have the backup. But again, if you guys had been there, it would have been the three of you down. So I'm just, he's glad. He's very, very glad that it worked out the way it did. It worked out the way it did. You were looking, this is going to sound obviously police, people with badges, but were you, did you either move or look at your badge? Because he's making me see this. Did you either look at or move your badge to a different spot? Were you reminiscing with your badge just a couple of days ago?
I was.
My wife was. My badge is sitting about 15 feet away from me.
And so were you reminiscing about the badge? Were you looking at it and going, hey, you know, or just holding it for some reason?
Yes. Yes.
Is there any way I could have known about that?
No. This is the first time I've ever spoke to you.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. He saw it, and he's the one that told me about that. And I don't know what you were reminiscing at, but he wants me to drive home a point to you. Thank you for your service, he wants to say. He's glad that he put in his service. And to let go finally, let go, be healed. He wouldn't have changed anything for the world. He wouldn't have wanted it any other way. He didn't want to die. Nope. But he wouldn't have changed it for the world. He knew what he was getting into. You guys put that badge, slap a badge on your chest. You know, you guys got a chance of getting killed. Every cop does. He knew it. And he's glad for what he did. Be at peace, my friend.
Well, thank you.
All right. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. If that doesn't convince you all watching this right now that spirits can communicate with us on this side, I don't know what will. I kind of like I'm I'm actually. Can I share something with all of you guys? I want to share something with y'all. I want to share something with every single one of you. I often get amazed at the validations that come through myself. Like I know that I have people come to me and go, oh my God, how could he have known about the badge? How could he have known that the guy was shot? And to me, I'm like, yeah, how could I have known that? Like, how could I? It's because I got a dead person telling me this stuff. That's how I know this stuff. So guys, I hope you're enjoying this. It is, we're going a couple minutes late, but